So here we are around the front of the house. I've tried to make it as colourful as possible with lots of different containers and hanging baskets. I've got a nice hydrangea over here that's just starting to come out and flower. And this Erigeron's looking really pretty now, next to this bright pink Petunia. So in this video, I'm going to talk about all the different containers I've planted out here and what plants I've put in them. I need to sort out this Echeveria. It was on the wall and it fell off when it was windy the other day. I think it needs a new pot. It's warmed up enough now that I can plant some bedding up in pots. I've got a bit of space at the front here to put them. I've got this pot here to put something in, and I've got a few more pots around the back, which I'll show you in a minute. And I've got a bit of space over this side as well. I've planted this honeysuckle here, and I've painted this trellis, and the flowers come out like a pinky orangey colour, so I think it should go quite nice with that blue, and it should smell lovely, so I'm looking forward to that coming out. And I've planted this Agapanthus in the pot here at the back because it's quite tall. I've also planted up my hanging baskets. I've just gone something quite simple. Quite like the pink and blue together. It's quite bright. There's one over here too. I might be able to put a little pot there as well. So what have I got? I've got these pots here that I can do something with. And plant-wise, most of the plants I've got are things that I've taken cuttings of, or I've grown a few things from seed. So in here we've got geraniums. So these I've either saved from last year, or a lot of these trailing geraniums I took cuttings last year and they've grown from cuttings. So these are all either white or this sort of pinky colour. And then I've got two upright ones that are this sort of bit of a mixed pinky colour. I've got some zinnias there that I might put in pots, but I'm waiting to see what colours they come out because they're a mixture. And I'm also going to plant a few in the garden, so I'm not going to do those yet. So I've got a couple of Fuchsia triphyllas. I might actually plant them together in a pot to give a bigger display. I've got a couple of Salvia Hot Lips. These I took from cuttings last year from the big plant I had around the back that I took out. But they're still quite small, they're not doing much yet, so I might not put them in pots quite yet. I might put them in the greenhouse, maybe pot them up and wait until they're a bit bigger and they're showing signs of flowering before I put them out the front. Then I've got some petunias, which I did pick up from the garden centre. This one's sort of quite a pretty flower, quite a light blue colour. And I've got some Coleus, these I took from cuttings. Some Lysimachia, which I'm always dividing and getting more. Which you can just root any bit of them, so I'm always multiplying those. So I've been having a think what can go where and what with what. I thought these colours would all go quite well together. Maybe a Coleus in the middle, some Lysimachia down the side, a blue and a pink Petunia. And I thought maybe I could put those in this blue pot that I actually just painted blue the other day around the bottom, because I thought those colours and the blue would go quite nicely together. And I've got this long trough here, which I was thinking of putting at the top of this wall. And then if we go around the other side, it will trail nicely over the top there. And I thought that'd look really pretty. So I've put all trailers in here. I've got a couple more of those light blue petunias. And then these are more of those trailing geraniums that I took cuttings of that were in the greenhouse, and the pink and the white. So I was going to plant that like that. And then for the geraniums, I might do a mixture where I'll put one of these pink ones, it's an upright one, so I'll put that in the middle, a couple of white and pink ones around the edge, and then maybe one of those light blue petunias as well. I think that'll make a good pot too. I might do that one with that big pot out the front. So yeah, let's get planting. So I'm just trying to work out what to do with the last of my bedding plants and my pots. I've got a few geraniums left, this upright one and a few trailers, and I thought I might just throw them all in this little pot together with the pink one at the back and a few trailers at the front. I've also got these 2 Salvia Hot Lips, which I took last year as cuttings, which I might put in these 2 pots, but they're not quite big enough yet, so I might actually give them a little trim, pot them up and put them in the greenhouse to bring them on a bit before I put them outside. I've also got a couple of terracotta pots, and I'm thinking these zinnias I'm going to put in the bigger terracotta pot. I did think about maybe putting one of the salvias in this pot actually, I think that would look quite nice. But like I say, I'm going to grow them on a bit first, they're a bit small. Potted up the salvias. I've had a little bit of a tidy up, made a bit more room in here, tripping over the broom, that's a bit better, pots are a bit more organised now.